Welcome to Sun City News. I'm your host, Norma Taylor. Here are some news stories we're working on for you this week. We bring you some important Community Association news. Senior Director of Operations, Gio Villejas, gives us a Projects in Progress update. Those stories and more coming up. Sun City News starts now.
From our studios in Pinckney Hall, this is Sun City News with Norma Taylor. Randy Selman with Entertainment News. Sports with Ray Tapio. And the rest of the Sun City News team covering our community and the South Carolina Low Country.
With the new gate access control system being a major priority for the community this year, the board has requested Safety and Service reallocate more resources to assist with the application of RFID stickers to resident vehicles. The change will help ensure every resident in Sun City receives a new RFID sticker in a timely manner. As a result, Securitas staff will provide full-time coverage at the guest lane of the main gate to provide a level of consistency. Safety and Service will also continue to serve as the point of contact for resident decals in Palmetto Commons and provide red shirt support for community events. Congratulations to the Community Association. The Communication Department recently won a Bronze Excel Award from Association Media and Publishing for the redesign of the City Life e-newsletter. The Excel Awards recognize excellence in nonprofit association media, publishing, marketing, and communications. Now take some time today to review your preferences for the resident directory listing. Changes for the 2020 edition of the printed resident directory must be made by Friday, September 27th. For full instructions on how to update your preferences, please visit the Frequently Asked Questions FIQ page of suncityhiltonhead.org. Candidate application packets for this year's community election are available to download from the election page of the community website. Board candidate applications are due to Palmetto Commons by 5 p.m. on September 12th. Neighborhood representative candidates must drop off their applications at Palmetto Commons by 5 p.m. September 27th. All residents are invited to the next Chat with the Board sessions at 9:30 a.m. on Friday, August 9th at Pinckney Hall and 6:30 p.m. August 15th at Magnolia Hall. Residents will get a chance to speak with one or more members of the Sun City Board of Directors. For more information about these events and other community activities, check your email inbox for eNews Weekly or log on to suncityhiltonhead.org. The Community Association has made it easier than ever to stay informed about the major capital projects happening in Sun City Hilton Head. The Projects in Progress webpage is now available on www.suncityhiltonhead.org under Membership Announcements. You can also navigate to this page and the Association at Work flyer by clicking the yellow image at the bottom of eNews Weekly. Our news team caught up with Senior Director of Operations, Gio Villejas, at the Perrysburg Indoor Pool to check out the project in progress being done there. Let's listen. Well, I'm here with Gio, and Gio, we're at the Perrysburg Indoor Pool, and as you can see, it's pretty much a disaster right now. So what needed to be done here?
Well, the reason we're working here at the pool is one of our biggest complaints was the floor deck. The floor deck was coming up. It was really in need of some maintenance and just to get the job redone. So that was the first thing we did, is look at the flooring that was here. But discussing with the board, we also wanted to do one job at a time. Since this is a big job and we have to close the pool, we said, why don't we close down the pool, drain the pool, and actually do the decking at the pool at the same time. And this way, since the pool is going to be closed, it was only going to add an extra week of lead time to the job. So we figured it's best to do both jobs at the same time.
Okay, and I see there's some cracks in the pool
We
that
have
you
some
probably
cracks.
didn't expect to have.
Yes, ma'am. Well, what they're doing is they're identifying weak parts that are in the plaster, and the area you see below us was one of the weak parts. So what they did is they removed all of the areas around until they hit solid plaster and concrete. So once they identify that, the repairs are going to be made, new tile is going to be placed, and then they're going to place a new layer of plaster on top of that.
Okay. Now, I know it's very hard to pinpoint when this project is going to be over, but do you have any date, or can you even bring up a date?
We do not like to give dates because many times in construction there are unforeseen circumstances. You really don't know. We know that the pool is in pretty good shape, but once you drain the pool and really identify it, we got lucky here because there's minimal damage that we need to repair, but sometimes when you open it up and start checking, you can really open up a can of worms. But luckily for here, we don't have as much damage, so we're looking at 4 to 6 weeks is what we initially said, so we're still going to remain in that time frame. Another point I want to touch on is we get complaints that they don't see anybody working. There's nobody on site. The thing is, the crews at the Perrysburg pool project, they had to come at nighttime and work. We had so many residents and staff members that were coming into the work site, and staff had to keep stopping, safety first for them, that eventually they just said, we have to work at night when nobody's here. So we were getting a lot of complaints that nobody's working, we keep looking in the windows, nobody's there working, when actually the crews were here all night working on the job. So just if you don't see somebody working, that does not mean that the job is still not in progress. We just had the crews come in at night just for that reason.
Okay. Well, thank you, Gio, for this Projects in Progress
Yes.
update on the Perrysburg pool. Coming up on Sun City News, Dr. Lou Valenti takes a coffee break. Second Helping's annual fundraiser, Share the Bounty, is aimed at ending hunger locally. The Duplicate Bridge Club is encouraging participation with lessons. We'll be right back after these important messages. Good news for coffee and tea drinkers. They're good for your body and your brain. Moderation is the key. Here to tell us all about it is Dr. Lou Valenti.
Three out of 4 Americans drink coffee, and about half of them drink it every day. 2 recently published studies in the Annals of Internal Medicine suggest that coffee may help you live longer. Researchers found a higher consumption of coffee was associated with a lower risk of liver and cardiovascular diseases. Coffee contains antioxidants that have protective effects against insulin resistance in diabetes and in inflammatory conditions in general. It is difficult to say if the prolonged life is a direct effect of drinking coffee or merely an association. These studies reinforce that drinking coffee as part of a healthy diet is good. If you experience the negative effects of caffeine, including insomnia, heartburn, anxiety, or jitteriness, just try decaffeinated coffee. There is no reason to stop drinking coffee. Moderation is always a key word. Tea also has many health benefits, and recent studies indicate that it reduces the risk of developing memory or cognitive disorders. Tea drinkers, when compared with non-tea drinkers, are nearly half as likely to develop cognitive disorders or dementia. It doesn't matter whether you drink green, black, or oolong tea. They are equally effective. Regular tea drinking over long periods of time was the most important factor in reducing the risk of cognitive disorders. Tea also contains cell-protecting antioxidants and can improve cardiovascular health, cholesterol levels, and blood pressure, all directed at living longer. I am Dr. Lou Valenti for Health Matters.
Gwen Chambers with Second Helpings is here to let us know how we can share the bounty. Well, welcome to Sun City News, Gwen.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for stopping in to talk about this wonderful organization of yours. Tell us, what is the mission of Second Helpings?
Well, we're an agency that rescues food. Our primary mission is to make sure that our agencies and our 57 agencies are supplied with food, and we rescue food from grocery stores throughout 3 different counties, Beaufort, Jasper, and Hampton counties. And we have agents, over 57 agencies in those counties as well. So we're every day on the road with trucks, picking up and dropping off to agencies that are in need.
It's amazing. Now, how do our Sun City volunteers assist in the mission?
So a special thank you to the residents who've donated over $5,000 to us to help us with our trucks and for produce. A special thank you to the over 200 volunteers, and a majority of them coming from Sun City. Wow. Every day on the trucks helping us out with teams, going and picking up stuff, dropping off. So a special thank you out to all of them. We have an amazing team in office of volunteers. Eileen, who works in office with us, is a volunteer, and Bruce, also from Sun City. So through volunteering and donating, thank you so much, because you guys have helped us a lot.
Well, Gwen, I know you have some special events that are planned. Can you tell us about them?
One of the special events is we help with Fill the Need. It's a Palmetto Breeze initiative where we go out to the Palmetto Breeze drop-off location in Bluffton, and we have a food that we rescue from grocery stores. So all of those foods are bagged up and then delivered to or given out to the riders of Palmetto Breeze. And these Palmetto Breeze riders are going out to Hampton County and Allendale, and they have a long trek in. It's an hour in, and then they wait for buses, and then it's an hour out. And most of the time, it's hard for them to get to the grocery stores. So we're helping to compensate for that time that they're spending riding, getting to work, and coming from work and feeling that need. So that's one of the bigger things that we do. We also work with a farmer out in Beaufort, and he provides us with fresh produce, and this is okra, squash, eggplant, beautiful produce. And he plants on demand, and we work with him through grants to help supply agencies with fresh produce through our Healthy Produce Initiative. So those are a couple of projects that we have going on right now.
Okay. Well, I know you always need volunteers to do all this marvelous work. So volunteers are always welcome to help with this event and every day. So contact Joe Pender at 281-797-6012 or call Second Helpings at 843-816-2384. And thank you, Gwen, for coming on the show and telling us about this wonderful, wonderful organization.
Thank you.
Club activities in Sun City are vibrant and growing in popularity. One of the larger card clubs here provides for competitive confrontation, but in a convivial way, and is ready to spread the word to those who have an interest in duplicate bridge. Our news team spoke with the leaders of the club regarding their upcoming plans.
But you want to hear about some other people who might want to join you. Tell us about what's coming up for the Duplicate Bridge Club.
Coming up in September, we're going to run an 8-week lesson for brand new, never having played bridge before. The lessons are on Saturdays from 1 to 3. It starts on September the 14th, and it's open to every single person here in Sun City, whether you've held a deck of cards or not.
Now, is there a charge for the lessons?
Yes. For the 8 weeks, it will be $80. There is the requirement of purchasing a book for $8, and as I said, it's available for everybody.
That's exciting. Now, how do they contact you or register for the classes?
Well, we have a website, a club website, which is webbridge.com. /Okady, and there is registration available then. But if this is the first time you're hearing of the lessons, you can simply come on the 14th and we'll take your money.
The Duplicate Bridge Club will be featured in the next episode of our quarterly show, Let's Go Clubbing, with Georgia Lash and Doug Wright. Plan to tune in starting in October and learn more about this challenging and exciting activity. Still more to come on Sun City News. Randy Selman tells us what's happening in the entertainment field. Our news team visits the new Hilton Head Tide Watch Emergency Department. Sports reporter Ray Tapio talks billiards in his sports report. We'll return after some messages from our sponsors. Well, it's time for entertainment. And Randy, I hear that August is full of great shows to keep us all entertained.
You've heard correctly, so get ready to be amazed. As the weather outside seems to cool down, the activities and events here in Sun City really start to heat up. Mark your calendar for Saturday, August 17th, when the headliners headline the block party at Sun City's Pavilion. One of Sun City's favorite groups will have you dancing on your feet or shaking in your seat. Or just sit back and enjoy your favorite songs taken right out of the American Standards Playbook. Tickets are $8 and you may purchase them online or at Lifestyle Services. Food will be available for purchase and the pavilion and the cash bar opens at 6 p.m. The music begins at 7 p.m. Don't forget to bring your own chairs and enjoy the show in comfort. If you like to laugh, then make sure you purchase tickets to The Next Funny Business starring Rich Guzzi. Rich is a hypnotist who invites volunteers from the audience to participate in his show. Once chosen and hypnotized, you will be amazed at what happens when Rich gives them suggestions to do the most outrageously funny things you can possibly imagine. Rich will perform 2 shows at Pickney Hall on Wednesday, August 21st at 5:30 and the other at 8 p.m. Tickets are on sale at Lifestyle Services or online. One of the nation's top ABBA tribute bands, Dancing Queen, will be at Sun City's Magnolia Hall for 2 big nights, Monday, August 26th and Tuesday, the 27th at 7 p.m. Get ready to boogie while you watch the show full of glitz and glamour of the disco era and sing along with the music of one of the most gifted bands of all times, ABBA. Dancing Queen will have you out of your seats, especially when you move to their top song, Dancing Queen. Get your tickets now by stopping by Lifestyle Services or online. Looking ahead to September, Who's Bad, the ultimate Michael Jackson tribute band, will be here to bring to life the amazing music of the King of Pop, Michael Jackson, on September 11th and 12th. More about this spectacular show in the weeks to come. Stay tuned. I'm Randy Selman, and this is your entertainment report. Remember, life is entertaining, so don't miss the show.
Jasper and Beaufort counties are growing quickly, and to serve the needs of our growing community, Hilton Head Regional Healthcare has built a brand new 10,000 square foot standalone emergency department. Our news team was at the ribbon cutting ceremony and open house.
Well, I'm here with Harry Williams, who is the mayor of Hardeeville in South Carolina. And it says so right on this name tag, Harry.
You can't make a mistake, right?
Nope. And you're a Sun City resident, too.
And I am a Sun City resident, just a short hop from here.
So what do you think of this, Harry?
This is a beautiful facility, and it's so conveniently located. And I don't want to give away my opening remarks, but you couldn't pick a more logical spot to put an emergency care center.
I know, and it's spanking clean, spanking new, with all sorts of, beautiful rooms, and everyone is just so excited about this.
Everybody's so excited because everybody's very eagerly awaited this to come, because medical facilities are so necessary as this area is growing tremendously.
Oh, yeah.
You may have heard the recent report that Hardeeville is the fastest growing municipality in the state of South Carolina since 2010. We've grown 114%, and our projections are to quadruple that by 2030. So the need for emergency care is just growing exponentially. So this is wonderful news for everybody in the Low Country.
Well, Ray Tapio's here, so it's got to be time for sports. So, Ray, I hear you've been back to hanging out in the pool halls.
Norma, now that I'm a classy guy, It's billiards. Okay, ladies, listen up. I know your parents kept you out of pool halls when you were young, but things have changed since then. Just to prove it, our ladies meet at 12:30 p.m. every Monday at the billiard room. I better not call it pool hall. To rack them up and knock them into the pocket. The ladies are looking for some more players, so come by and give it a shot. If you'd like some further information, contact Dottie Fiumara, president of the Ladies Billiard Club, at 516-835-5256, and she will cue you in. Or drop by, pick up a cue stick, and tell them Ray sent you. Oh, gents, I'm not forgetting you. Men play on Thursdays at 12:30 to 3 p.m. Then we have mixed doubles. Oh, that is tennis talk. Couples is what I mean. They play billiards. Oops, I almost said pool. Sorry. The guys and gals play together on Sundays at 6:15 to 9:30 p.m. And tuxedos and gowns are optional. Naturally, the billiard room is available for open play at many times. Just check the schedule on the door and take a cue from me. It is fun. On a serious note, I would like to mention the passing of Dennis Vandermeer, a real tennis icon here in Hilton Head. He arrived on Hilton Head in 1979 and brought worldwide recognition to the island as a tennis designation and a place important to the game. I personally volunteered and played for Sun City Tennis Association at the Vandermeer Tennis Professional Registry and had the great pleasure to meet him. Vandermeer was Billie Jean's coach for her famous Battle of the Sexes against Bobby Riggs in 1973. He also developed courses and manuals for teaching wheelchair tennis and adaptive techniques. Vandermeer was known as a teacher of teachers and was named Olympic Development Coach of the Year in 1997. He truly put tennis on the international map. Ray Tapio, Sun City Sports.
Well, thanks for watching our show this week. We invite you to check out Sun City TV's weekly program schedule in Sensations magazine. And now check highlights and alerts on Twitter at Sun City TV HHI. Also, email us at suncitytvhh@gmail.com. Now, to see extended coverage of your favorite news segments, tune into Extra. Check the current Sensations magazine for daily times. And make sure you tune in next week to find out all the news that's happening in our community. In the meantime, I hope your week is full of only good news. I'm Norma Taylor, and I'll see you next week on Sun City News.